JKB back with another episode. Today I'm reviewing Robonauts for the Nintendo Switch. This game is currently on sale, I believe, for 50 cents off. It is $13.49 on the eShop. Okay, that's a good deal, 50 cents off. But thanks to the dev for sending the review copy, something I wanted to point out right off the bat is that I am not in any way making fun of the fact that this game is for kids. It's sort of a family game, because on the website it lists one of the key features. Actually, the first key feature is it's great fun, and I quote, great fun for the whole family. And I gotta say, I don't know if I agree with that. Now, Robonauts takes inspiration from the classic arcade shooters and includes a very basic platform game element. Robo, who's the robot you play as, has a primary and secondary weapon slot for shooting, along with the ability to jump from one planet to another with the press of the X button, which kind of reminds me of Super Mario Galaxy. Now, gameplay really boils down to the fact that you will be jumping between planets and basically doing small missions, like taking out a certain amount of enemies on screen. Once you've done that, you can leave the planet and the mission is over. You also are going to see power-ups that are all over the level after you kill enemies, so you can reload your ammo on your guns, and you can also come across power-ups that give you some life in case you're about to die. Now, the object of the game is to clear out a planet, do whatever mission they want you to do, like kill all the enemies, and then you find this sort of little jumping pad that's going to send you right off of all of the planets, and that's the end of the mission. Now, in between the missions, though, you're introduced to some, I can't believe it. I don't even know his name or what it, I went into the void of darkness because it's terrifying to me. I have no idea, but this character comes on screen and starts speaking a language that I think it's Latin, but it just takes, I don't understand why it's there. I understand that somebody in the office there, in the dev team, was highly inspired by the idea of having this kind of seems like a Mexican robot that is telling you things in between the missions, or he's your master, or I don't know. Robonauts tries to rework the classic conventions of the arcade shooter by slapping together the shooter genre with a platform action game, but it feels a little generic here. The biggest problem with the arcade shooter is that it often becomes repetitive when it comes down to killing wave after wave of enemies. Now, this game definitely has that problem. However, I have to give them a little credit for the design work. Now, let's go over the pros and cons before I give you the final score should you go out there and get this game. The cons: yes, it's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over. You're sent to a planet. It has, adjacent planets that you can jump down to or over to using your special ability when you're just, above that planet or below it. You hit the X and he just transfers over to it. It's just enough of a game. That's one of the cons that I really wanted to talk about. It feels like it was rushed. They could have put a lot more effort into this. And, another con, I'll just say, it's very basic. It's a very basic shooter with very basic platforming. The pros, though, are music. Music is absolutely crazy in this game. It is spectacular. It doesn't fit whatsoever because, well, nothing fits in this game. The narrator between the missions is like some Mexican out for tacos, it sounds like. That's probably racist, but to be honest, I've got no fucking clue what's going on with that. The other good thing, the last pro I'll say is if you have a child in your house, this is great for a younger audience because it's got kooky characters, it's got very simple gameplay elements, and it's super repetitive. So if you want to go down, down to the strippers or the library, you can just put this game on for your 17-year-old and just say, play this all night, and he'll do the same thing over and over. I give this game a 6 out of 10. Once again, thank you so much for watching JKB, and I'll see you on the next episode of JKB. Fucking repetitive at the end here, aren't I? Redundant. I'm going to sleep. Actually, you know what? I'm drinking more.